looks like.
Okay, well, hi, I'm Dymond Walker. I am founder and CEO of MyPerfectPlus.com. It's an online magazine for plus-size teen girls and young women ages 13 to 21 who are interested in fashion, beauty, and more. We offer a support system for those who have been bullied, and also a membership forum for the plus-size community to share their experience and in return get advice. And since we are a startup company, we do plan to start in California and then expand globally.
That sounds great.
Okay.
I like that.
And what motivated the business?
What motivated the business, I would say, is my personal experience with depression and self-harm. And it just makes me more passionate just to share my story and to help other kids.
Good. So did you speak with other young girls or boys within your age group who were experiencing a certain type of pain that you felt like this would be a good thing to venture into?
Yeah, actually, I've talked to some of my friends, and because they're plus-size girls also at my school, or just friends in my community, and they actually have felt the same way and have dealt with that.
Now, I mentioned the word pain, but don't take it wrong, because in business, in order for you to start a business, you have to identify a pain point and solve that pain point. So that's how we generally start a business. Yes. A lot of people get into business, I make barbecues very well, so let's start a barbecue. My family tells me I make barbecue very well, so let's do it. That's not really a good way to do it. There has to be a pain point in a marketplace that your customers are feeling that pain and they want to have it solved. And then you come along and you can solve it better than the competition. So that's what I meant when I said pain point. Okay? All right, thanks.
So do you think in your school, since there's so many kids, because I know bullying is a big issue nowadays for kids, so some of the articles that you're going to have published, are you going to write them and you're going to have people contributing?
Well, at first I will start writing them myself, and then I will start hiring employees and writers to go out into the field and ask survey questions to just get a feel of what the audience wants, and then we'll write our articles based off of that.
Very good, very good. I
so
like that.
You participated in a very intensive business camp.
Drained you, huh?
Yes.
So what would you say was the most valuable skill that you acquired from that camp?
I would say the most valuable skill is working with people that I do not know.
Very good.
So yeah, it was a new experience for me because I don't really go out and venture out into other people that I don't know. I kind of stay in my own circle.
Okay.
But it was a good experience to get to see other people's ideas and how they solve problems.
Okay.
Very good, very good.
And what would you say was the most memorable experience throughout the camp?
I would say the most memorable experience for me was doing the Lego activity where we had to build our own product. That was really interesting and fairly challenging to figure out, okay, what are we going to make, how much is it going to cost, and what are we actually using this product for?
Right, exactly.
Well, since I wasn't there, can you tell me a little bit about that Lego exercise?
Okay, so for our project, we had to build a product out of Legos, and each color Lego had a price from probably 4 cents to 20 cents for each color, and so we had to price our product by the color of the Legos, the quantity that we used, and also we had to charge for our labor, to figure out the features and benefits of that product, make a commercial for it, and present it to our class.
I am so impressed by this.
Well, one of the things that the NFTE program does is, and what we as the certified instructors do, so you want to spend as much time with activities that reinforce the actual academic part of the program.
Right.
So that program, that activity, which is called the Lego experience, and it's the whole concept is you build a product. How much labor does it take to put the product together, and your raw material, so that they're understanding about cost of goods sold.
Right.
They're also understanding about the labor part, gross profit margin, and then what is their contribution margin, because that's how they determine their break-even point. So that was one of the exercises. The other one we had was, and it wasn't just to build the Lego.
Right.
It wasn't just to build it. They had to identify what the toy was, who the target market was for, what was the demographics. They had to create a name for it and a slogan.
Did they do case studies and all of that too?
Well, and remember, this was an 11-day camp, and they had to. It was condensed down, so they had to do this all in 25 minutes. I think I gave them 25 minutes.
Wow.
They worked with other partners.
Yeah.
And then they had to create a commercial for that was the whole. And so that all done in 20 minutes.
That's amazing.
So they did.
Give you guys credit for that.
I know, huh?
That's
Because a lot of adults can't do that. And it was a layering because the first project we did was they had to. We took a magazine. They had to create a commercial.
Yeah.
They had to select an article or ad and tell us who the demographics was targeting, and then commercial, and again do the same thing. So we kept layering on top of that until we got to the place where they were ready to generate their own product.
That's
project
amazing.
and
That's
so
amazing.
forth.
I'm impressed. I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, I've worked with a lot of entrepreneurs. A lot of people have been in business for many years, and many of them haven't even been through that. So you got a leg up. That's good.
Challenging, but
Very
it was
good.
rewarding.
Oh, yeah. See, that's the thing about it. When you do certain things in life, if it's not challenging, if it's not difficult, it's like it's not really a great learning experience. So you gotta go through some hardship. So that was good.
No, they did very well because this is
Yeah.
a 9-month curriculum
I know.
condensed into 10 days.
Amazing.
That's the cream of the crop.
See, no wonder you guys are winners. No wonder you guys are winners.
And our youngest participant was 9, and our oldest participant was 18.
Yeah.
And so everyone actually presented, and everybody really started with a clean slate. Because Dymond, was this something that you had thought of beforehand?
No.
Okay, so I know when I asked everyone, one of the things during orientation, I asked them to come up with a business idea. So you did say a magazine, but did you know at that point that it was going to be that type of magazine?
Well, yes, because I already kind of started working on it probably like a few months before.
Okay.
So I already had like an idea of what I wanted it to be.
Okay.
Excellent.
So where do you see it going? Or where would you like it to go?
I would like it to be a huge success, not only for the plus size community, but also to break barriers within media, because all you usually see is, thin women acting in magazines. So I really want to see more courageous ladies get out into the media field and ultimately be praised for their body.
Okay. Did you think, because it would be a magazine, could you see yourself hosting a television show?
I wanted to do that later on in life.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Part of the plan, right?
Yeah, it's somewhere in the mix in there, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would be excellent because you could even reach a broader marketplace
Yes.
by having.
Well, one of the things I was thinking about while I'm listening to this, and maybe Crystal has already told you about this, but with your idea, you know that ideas are very similar to a lot of other ideas out there. We just put a little different spin to it to make it different. So with your idea, I think one way to launch it and get it into the hands of a bigger market would be to form strategic partnership with existing magazines. There are magazines out there which probably address your target demographics, or maybe they don't, but I would lean towards the ones who don't and say, hey, here's a value proposition I'm bringing to the table that we can help you expand your market. And then you can approach it that way as a strategic partner, because then they already may have a reach in the marketplace. They are spending money. They're doing advertising. They have a name.
Yeah, it's already out
You
there.
see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you could bring this as a product line to that partnership. So something to think about. You don't necessarily have to do it, but just something to think about.
Right, probably like some of the new stores. I think Mode and some of the stores that are just stepping up into that part and to that marketplace. And there's now a plus size model. In fact, I believe she was on Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
Ashley Graham.
Ashley Graham, and so she's really making some inroads. I saw this week that Ashley Stewart. She actually they have a runway show, so it's embracing because a lot of our young adults or young teenagers are plus size, and it's no longer about the little tiny individual. It's we all come in different shapes and sizes, and that's what makes up us as a people.
That would be a good thing for her because since no one knows you. Your name is not out there. You don't have a brand as yet. If you can piggyback on an existing brand, they already have a market reach. They know people. They have maybe investors and all of that. Then you just want to piggyback with them, get into the marketplace, and then slowly but surely start making your name. Yeah, that's a good way.
And that would be great. And then with schools, she could, she would have a population there, and then it carry on, kind of like Facebook. That's kind of how Facebook started. It started within the Harvard school environment, and then it expanded out to I think Berkeley, I think, and Cornell, and then it just kind of blossomed from there. So I think it's a good marketplace for it.
And you know how that got started, right? So you got MySpace first, then. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about.
She could be definitely a pioneer in this industry.
That would be great.
Fantastic.
Hopefully.
Well, I want to make sure I get your autograph before you get famous because you may not remember me then.
like Gloria Steinem when she started the cosmetology magazine because it was all about women and the empowerment of women. So. She's famous now. That magazine took her to the top.
Very good.
So